Hi and welcome. My name is Naomi Stockman from My Local Hypnosis. I'm a hypnotherapist and a nutritionist, and today I just want to talk to you quickly about 4 things that stop you from having success. So, the first thing, and I'll jump right in, is fear. Not general fear, there's specific fears, and the first one is the fear of failure. And we all experience fear of failure. We all know what that feeling feels like. And it's the thoughts in our mind. What if I try and fail? No one likes that feeling, being a failure, and perhaps feeling humiliated or feeling disappointed. But what if there was no such thing as failure? You really can't fail. The only failure is the failure to try, the failure to keep trying. And everything else is just an attempt at success. Because we all know that you will succeed if you continue attempting. We see it in other people. Even when you put your key in the front door, sometimes you might miss the keyhole or put the wrong key in or put it upside down. You don't just throw the key away. You just keep jiggling it and turning it until you get it in and the door opens. So there's no such thing as failure. There's only feedback that you need to try again, maybe try something different or practice, develop some skills. And we all look at babies, we've all been babies, and when you were a baby, you didn't attempt to walk and then just decide, no, I fell down, so I'm going to never walk again. You didn't attempt to feed yourself and then, miss your mouth with the spoon and think, damn it, this is impossible. I'm just going to throw the spoon away and never feed myself again. You just kept trying. And that's the difference between as we get older and we start to have social learning about failure. We need to just push past that fear and just get in there and just succeed. The second fear is the fear of rejection. And we're biologically programmed to want to fit in. It's a natural instinct for survival that we need to be accepted by our tribe. But the truth is, no one can reject you unless you let it in. And you don't need to let it in. And someone else's opinion, someone else rejecting you, only has as much meaning and power as you give it. If you place no meaning and no power on that person, then you cannot be rejected. The next fear is the fear of success. And I know it does sound silly or unusual, but while we may desire success, we may unconsciously fear it because success leads to change, and change can be scary. If we've never had this success before, we don't know how it will change our lives, change our situation, change everything in our life. And what will change once I achieve this? Will people still like me? Will I still be accepted? What about the friends who I've had for years that don't have the same, circumstances as I will have once I succeed? Will I be rejected if I become too successful? And there's that fear of rejection coming back into the picture. And there's the other thing, what will I do next after this? What will I put my energy and my time into? And I know people like this, they've had a goal, they've been working on it for years, sometimes even decades, and they never really allow themselves to complete it because once they have achieved that goal, life will change so much they won't know who they are. What's left for me? And sometimes that change can involve extra responsibility. I mean, success involves changing your life, and that can involve new responsibilities, and that can be scary. The second block to success is distraction. So this is kind of like procrastination. You might be so busy, doing, but if you're busy doing things that are not moving you towards your goal and leading to that future success, if you're not working proactively towards your goals, that means you're being reactive, not proactive. And being busy doing things that are not going towards your goals is going to block you from having success, miss those opportunities and getting to where you want to get to. The third block are your circumstances. When you focus on your current circumstances and your current situation, that can identify the gap between where you are now, what you have now, who you are now, and where you want to be. So that gap can be overwhelming. maybe even feel impossible. And it doesn't matter whether it's a financial goal, a weight loss goal, a relationship goal. I mean, if you're single, fat and poor, imagining yourself slim, wealthy and in love can be such a huge gap. But that space, that gap, that's where your disempowerment, your weakness lies. And we need to focus away from that gap, focus away from our current situation, keep our eye on the goal, because you can have any goal at all. So focusing on the lack will destroy your faith. You need your faith. You need to believe in yourself, believe in your goal to keep yourself motivated on that end result that you're striving for. The fourth block for success is our identity. So we create our identity in our own mind. It's just a perception. We have a picture, a feeling, an impression of who we are, and a large part of who we are is linked to our past, linked to our current situation. We tend naturally to believe that we are our situation, and that is a self-limitation. We need to focus on who we need to be to have and to do those future things, because for you to have something you've never had and do something you've never done, you're going to need to be someone you've never been. So get that identity. You can have fabulous goals, which you truly desire and are passionate about. But if you cannot remove the fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of success, avoid the distraction, ignore your circumstances, and create a new identity for yourself of the person that you will be, the person you need to be to achieve your goals, then you are going to miss the opportunities. So what's the solution? We need to be strong. We need to do the opposite. We need to counteract those things that are stopping us from, and conscientiously and deliberately make those efforts. We need to be resilient to that fear. Resist it with faith and self-belief. Faith is like a muscle. You need to exercise it. It doesn't just develop itself. It's an action. Faith is something you do. It isn't something that just is there. You have to do faith. Consciously speak it into your life. Feel it. Embody it. Be immune to rejection. Immune to rejection from other people. Block other people's rejection, block their opinion. They're not living your life. You are. Other people don't matter. You matter. Do what pleases you. We need to avoid distraction by creating focus. Create a big vision, a vision of what that success looks like, feels like. Plan it out, plan the steps to get there. Take an action, take a small step every day. Ignore your circumstances. Your situation today is the result of your actions and choices in the past. That is all behind you. You are not that person, and you never will be again. You are not your past. You are not your situation. On any day, any person can wake up and make a different choice, take a different action, and create a different future. Lastly, we need to know who we are. Know who you are. Create that person that you want to be. You choose who you are. You are not bound by your past. You are not bound by the perceptions of other people. You can have, do, and be anything that your mind can imagine. You are magnificent. You are strong. You are capable. You are enough. And these are your goals. That's your individual personal goals for success. You get to choose, and you can achieve them. So let's just find a little mantra for us to focus on every day. And I'm going to speak these words, and you can speak them every day into your lives. So repeat them in your mind after me. I am in this moment. I believe with every cell in my body, every part of who I am, right down to my soul. I believe in myself. No one can reject me. I am rejection proof. I realized that there is no such thing as failure. There is only multiple attempts at success, multiple attempts at success, and I continue to try. I continue to attempt until I achieve my goal. I can see my future goals right now. I can see them clearly. I see them richly in great detail. And I focus on my goals. I focus on my future success. I believe in my goals. I believe in myself. I am moving towards these goals. I take action every day. Small steps lead to big results. And I proclaim this with my breath because I am strong, capable, resilient, successful, and fabulous. I believe in me and I am enough. Keep yourself in that space of success. Resist those 4 blocks and be amazing. Naomi Stockman, My Local Hypnosis. Remember to like, share, subscribe, etc. And I like to hear your comments on my posts. Thank you.